when suspects try to seduce cops?
That could be funny. Like they flirt with the
Criminals
cop.
getting stopped by police can often use many violent methods to try and
Like
escape.
chicks,
But what
oh,
happens
they
when
wanna be like-
suspects
they
try
wanna
to
be like
seduce
sexy.
and flirt with cops to avoid sentences? Here are 4 examples of when this very
Oh,
situation...
this is fun. This is a good choice. Where'd you get this?
I mean, this is not gonna work.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I'm just looking at the women
Let's
here.
see what happens. It's interesting. Let's see what they do.
was caught on camera.
They try to
starting
throw a
with
little, they
48-year-old
try to throw a
Kelly
little,
Barton,
a little
who
sexual,
drove into a lamppost while transporting a special needs patient for work.
Wait,
However,
stop,
when police
stop.
arrived, she
Stop
was
that.
looking a little
Stop. What?
What was that sentence?
Bro, I crashed into a tree while I was transporting a special needs? What?
That's jail for life, bro.
worse for wear.
Kelly,
Yes,
how are you doing?
good.
Kelly admits that she had too much to drink that evening, but doesn't admit to driving, despite it being her job. Unfortunately for her though, security camera footage from the gas station proves that she was in fact behind the wheel, and is now facing charges of both DUI and neglect due to the responsibility she carried while driving with the patient. But as an ambulance pulls up to perform some tests on her, Kelly reveals that she has another trick up her sleeve, and begins repeatedly flirting with all of the officers at the scene.
Look at you, handsome.
Do you want the light squad to check you, ma'am?
Let them do what they gotta do. Come on, boys.
Yeah.
Hey. I want the little young boys. Ask me how I'm feeling. Let the little young boys tell me. Let me tell you something. What I would do to you with your blue eyes. Check your blood sugar.
I'm gonna go past this.
Look at him. I would do him in a way that he won't admit. Hey, look. He can look tough all he wants, right? Don't let me get him.
After multiple tests, it's clear to the officers that Kelly was way over the legal limits and is arrested for driving while intoxicated. And after
So
struggling
she's one of the horny drunks, not the mean.
Yeah, obviously.
to get her into the police vehicle, she's sent on her way to the police station. But if you think Kelly was bold for talking to cops like that, 18-year-old Skylar Fluss is on a completely different level.
Brother, pause this. 18-year-old chick named Skylar, drunk? Oh, that's trouble.
So far as to post this video to thousands of people bragging about how she got away with a DUI.
I got out of a DUI and got let off with a warning.
Skylar was pulled over after an officer saw her weaving around the road in a way that suggested she might not have been completely sober. But according to her video, she claims that using her flirtatious and quick wit, she managed to trick the officer and get away with a warning.
I blew 3.8 and he let me off with a f***ing warning and gave me his number and said we should meet for coffee or lunch. He was hot, so I'm getting lunch with him tomorrow.
If her story is true, then the officer would be in serious trouble. But luckily, the officer in question recorded the entire interaction on his body cam, and the video tells a completely different story.
Hello, my name's Deputy Stallman, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. I pulled you over because you were weaving a little bit back there. Where are you coming from?
I was coming from my friend's house. I actually just got dumped.
Okay.
So I was like crying and like I'm really
Okay.
sorry.
Were you on your phone and stuff too?
I was trying to call him to get a hold of him because my heart hurts
Okay.
so bad.
Well, I'm just concerned that you were weaving because of alcohol, but if you're on your phone, have you been drinking or anything tonight? No? Okay.
The deputy then does give Skylar a card with the sheriff department's information on it, but it didn't include his personal number, and it didn't come with an invitation to dinner.
Sounds like you're having a rough night, so I'm not going to add to that by writing you a ticket or anything, okay? So I'm just going to give you a warning. It's not a big deal. I just want to make sure you're okay. You were weaving a little bit, and I just want to make sure you're okay to operate the motor vehicle, and I believe you are. So my information's right here on the front. The reason I stopped you here is on the back. Wherever you're headed, get there safely, and I'm sorry you're having a bad night.
Yeah, I'm just right down the street. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah, no, you don't need to apologize. I mean, you were weaving a little bit with no traffic out. I just want to make sure you're okay, that's all.
Skylar's video doesn't just contain disgusting...
No.
You're so
You stupid idiot.
And you said you blew a 3.8.
You didn't blow anything. You tried to blow the dot. You tried to blow the cop, but that didn't work. I blew a 3.8. You can't even blow a 3.8, you fucking weirdo.
3.8. I think you'd be dead.
Please. That's alcohol poisoning.
Footage of her laughing and bragging about exploiting this officer's kindness, but also states that she blew a 3.8 on the breathalyzer, ignoring that she wasn't even tested in the first place. The legal limit is only around 0.8 and already makes driving dangerous, but a reading of 3.8 would imply Skylar was not only blackout drunk, but close to death.
She didn't say 0.38. She said 3.8.
I know, but that's how you read it, though. I don't. She doesn't. It was,
Either way,
she just threw a number out there. It didn't make any sense.
yeah. Either way, you're dead.
As at a level of 4.0, respiratory failure is likely. But this doesn't mean Skylar was lying about being drunk underage. Videos were later discovered of her chugging tequila from the bottle and acting drunk at a party just hours before she was caught driving. After she was confronted with this, Skylar confessed and admitted to everything.
I ended up getting a little too intoxicated. I was taking shots all night, and I decided to make the dumb decision to get into my car and drive.
She also admitted that the officer never asked her out. That was just a lie for social media attention. Regardless of her confession, though, no further action was taken against her or the officer who failed to test her. But the same can't...
The shape of this fucking character.
And in her story, she goes, "He was hot."
Hot.
Oh.
Hot. This guy looks like a thumb.
Lydia Badillo. She was caught trying
Oh,
to
Lydia,
transport
what are you
two
doing,
illegal
baby?
immigrants over the Mexican
Lydia!
border. As soon as everything started to
How
fall
you doing,
apart,
mommy?
she decided to try seducing the officer.
Yeah.
Just wait for me right here, okay? You don't have
looking
anything.
at your sorry, sir.
What?
I'm looking at your eyes.
Why?
Because you look pretty handsome.
As soon as the officer realizes something might be up with the IDs, Lydia starts to smile and stare directly at his eyes before telling him how handsome he is. Obviously, this is just a trick to try and get out of the position she's put herself in. A trick that isn't going to work on this officer.
She's got the tetas hanging out, baby. The tetas.
Un año, ok. Pues son falsos, ok. Y tener documentos en estados de Texas es un delito. Las ID, a esta te sale a un señor, a tuya. A esta no me sale nada. Ok, so estas identificaciones son falsas. Okay.
After running the woman's driver's licenses through the national database, the officer discovers that the ID numbers return completely wrong results, meaning that both of them are totally fake. It's later discovered that the two women with Lydia in the car are both illegal immigrants from El Salvador. What's worse is that they were being transported through a service that often forces women into debt bondage, where the people who transported them will make them pay off their debt through forced labor and sex work. So, while Lydia was arrested and the two women sent back over the border, they may have been saved from years of horrible treatment and abuse. One thing's for sure though, Lydia's attempt at flirting didn't work one bit. Unlike Brooke Teague's attempt, which actually worked out well.
Brooke!
So well, it's rumored that her and the cop are still together to this day. Brooke was pulled over after an officer witnessed her swerving around the road slightly, a telltale sign that the driver was either intoxicated or in need of help. So he swiftly pulled her over, only to be greeted in a surprising way.
Hey, I'm Officer Smith, Bentonville Police Department.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Smith.
I've never heard that before in traffic stop. I appreciate that. Hey, so I'm just stopping you for improper lane use.
Sorry, I was on the phone.
You're on the phone?
I'll be honest.
Okay. Who are you on the phone with?
My baby daddy. I'll show it to you too.
Bro. Okay. Can you and I just address something? Can you and I just talk about something?
Yeah.
Is this just now like?
I had to respond to something, so I didn't see.
No, I understand, but okay, but I'm not
a
really.
telltale sign that the driver was either intoxicated or in need of help. So he swiftly pulled her over, only to be greeted in a surprising way.
Hey, I'm Officer Smith, Bentonville Police Department.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Smith.
I've never heard that before in traffic stop. I appreciate that. Hey, so I'm just stopping you for improper lane use.
Sorry, I was on the phone.
You're on the phone?
I'll be honest.
Okay. Who are you on the phone with?
My baby daddy. I'll show.
All right. I don't know. I don't know exactly when this happened, at what point, but you've just got girls out here running around in every age using the term baby daddy. Like you never hear anybody say my child's father. And then this baby daddy, it's all I don't know, dude. Like, I mean, you've got grown women saying baby daddy. I don't know. I find it odd and weird. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? Are you just like okay with it? You're like, yeah. Nobody says like my father. I'm like, oh, the father of my child, baby daddy. I don't care, man. If you don't care, I don't care. Let's fuck.
I really don't care. If
sure.
you have a baby daddy, I'm not speaking to you. So it's like,
no, you're missing.
So
I'm not going there. That's whatever that is. It is. But you got people. All right, let me say this. I'm not saying this. I'm not going to name names. But you've got grown women in professional settings having conversations with people, like in a professional setting, like work and such, and they and with a straight face in a conversation they say baby daddy. Like, what?
Yeah.
022.
Sam, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zachary?
Yeah.
How much do you have to drink tonight?
Only one drink.
Just one drink?
Yep. Yes,
Final
sir.
answer?
Miller.
A Miller Lite?
Yes. I won't lie to you, a Miller Lite.
That's all you've had?
Yes, sir. You can ask Zachary.
I don't really want to talk to Zachary.
Who the fuck cares about Zachary? You want to talk to Zachary? Who the fuck is Zachary?
You don't? I'm just saying.
Okay.
In just this first minute of conversation, two things become clear immediately. Brooke has definitely had more than one beer to drink, and how well she and the officer seem to be getting along already. Both points that will get increasingly more obvious as the footage continues.
Yeah, I can smell it from across the car.
Oh, no.
She's like, I had one Miller Lite.
You let her get away with
I wanted
it?
to say, like, a Miller did that to you?
Big Miller, 128 ounce Miller.
Freaking bucket of Miller. All right, where we at on it? Awesome. Brooke?
Yes.
Teague. Am I saying that right? Teague?
Yes. Like baseball league.
Teague like baseball league.
Yep. It helps people spell it because they never spell it correctly.
Brooke then gets taken out for some sobriety tests, which take much longer than anticipated.
You're making me giggle. I'm sorry.
He makes me giggle too. It's okay.
Okay. I snore. I'm from
Sorry.
Huntsville.
We're supposed to be professional.
I'm from Huntsville. It's not gonna make me snort.
Bro, I think both these cops should be terminated.
Yeah, I think the cop's like into it. I think he's trying to like.
What I'm saying is, I think these cops need to be fired. Like, you're at work, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you're at work. What are we doing here? You're at work. I've talked to you about this already. I'm going to mention this to you. I'm going to say this to you. I know you and I have discussed this. When you are not familiar with being around kind of like women and girls that kind of flirt with you and stuff, if you're not used to this, and when you are around that, you act very weird, and you're not in your right frame of mind. So there are guys like who lose their shit because, oh my God, a girl is paying attention to me. So that happens a lot because there are guys that never ever get any girls paying attention to them, and when they do, they get very stupid. And I mean, this is like a prime example. I don't know what the fuck.
This is why I tell people in the chat, like, yo, like, I get it, you're trolling. Go have conversations. Go talk to girls, bro. Stop sitting there jerking your shit all day. Because it's gonna come a time when you're gonna be in front of girls, and you're gonna embarrass yourself, bro. Because you don't know how to speak. And you're sitting at home, you're trolling me, you're jerking off, and now you're typing ironic, but dude, like, I don't need to prove anything, bro. You can't talk to women. And you're saying ironic, like, bro.
It's really interesting.
This is proving my point.
I'm fascinated. I got to be honest with you. I'm very fascinated by this whole thing, and I understand. And I'm gonna give you like, and then another prime example of this. You get guys that are, let's say they're married or whatever the case may be, and they've never really had women pay attention to them, and maybe because they got a little bit of money or whatever it is. Now women start paying attention to them, and they break up an entire family. They break up a family. Because they get so overwhelmed, oh my God, women are paying attention to me, that I'm going to get divorced, I'm not going to see my kids, I'm going to be broke. It's insane, man. It's insane.
All right, stop laughing because you're making me laugh.
I'm not.
Dude, they're flirting,
Stop
bro.
laughing because you're making me laugh?
They're flirting, bro.
Bro, this guy needs to be terminated fucking immediately.
Bro, he's trying to...
I gotta be honest with you. I'm getting a little triggered from this. I don't like this. I'm getting pissed.
Seriously.
This guy,
I'm giggling.
this
All right,
fucking
serious
goofball's
deal?
pissing
All
me
right,
off.
Okay.
You're smiling. I can't help it.
All right. Stop.
Okay.
I mean,
Yo.
so what am I like? Like she's obviously under the influence and she's driving, and you're making a joke out of this. What if she kills a family in a minivan?
She shouldn't have mentioned the baby daddy, because then he would have been more into this.
More into it. He's fucking into it.
He's not into it because he's listen.
You're smiling. I can't help it.
All right. Stop.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, despite all the jokes, Brooke failed all the sobriety tests and was put under arrest.
How much you've actually had a drink?
I've had 2 Millers.
2 Millers now? That's it?
Yes, sir. You can call Mitchell, the manager.
Okay. Well, hey, go ahead and put your hands on your back for me, okay?
Yeah.
After a search of her car, which turned up nothing but a loose car seat, she was driven back to the police station where the sparks continued to...
Why are you touching her hair? Why are you
car
touching
which
the girl's
turned up
hair?
nothing but a loose car seat, she was driven back to the police station where the sparks continued to fly.
I'm with you. Let's go over here.
Oh my God, is there a dog?
There is a dog.
Where?
He's over there. Over here. His name is Kolyak.
Kolya?
That's my dog.
Is that your dog? What's his name?
His name is Coach.
Coach? I have 3 dogs. I have a Rottweiler, Great Dane, and a Mastiff.
Wow.
Did I go to high school with you?
I don't think so. Where'd you go to high school at?
Bentonville?
Yeah, right.
Where'd you go?
Indiana. Valparaiso, Indiana.
Where in Indiana?
Valparaiso.
I was raised from Bloomfield.
Really?
Note that despite the obvious chemistry, both Brooke and the officer have remained professional and are continuing to move on with the investigation. The officer had Brooke take a blood alcohol test where she blew 0.14%, almost twice the legal limit. Brooke still spent the night in jail to sober up and had her license suspended temporarily. But this interaction shows how respect and professionalism can make an investigation much, much easier.
I mean, he was touching her hair and...
What do you mean professionalism? Like they're giggling. Whatever, dude. You know what? Who gives a fuck? Oh my God, so annoying. Ugh, baby daddy. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Baby daddy. What the fuck?